Hi everyone, I'm Oskar Cartaya and welcome to another installment of Pro Sound Communication, XOTiC, and a whole bunch of new stuff that we're going to be introducing today. We're going to start with one of my latest acquisitions for my arsenal of instruments is an XOTiC 4-string bass. Some of you may be familiar. They've been, for quite some time, they had 5 strings out there. Many great players have been working with them. And me being true to my 4-string caveman approach, as I like to call it, finally we have an XOTiC J bass, 4-string. And a lot of the features in the instrument are the stuff that I look for in a 4-string bass. It's a maple neck with a heavy ash body. I'm a true believer that a heavy body creates a complete different sound and response in an instrument. So when they approached me with the instrument, I told them about what is it that I like to feel, and this completely went on the lines of the stuff that I'm used to. Electronic-wise, we have a master volume, a blend pot, and a general tone control, which is something that for the last few years a lot of makers have been incorporating, or what they want to call like a passive tone control. And then there's 3 sets of EQs, which in my case, they customize a preamp with a set mid-range. So the mid-range is already prefixed. And pretty much I just activate bass and treble to the instrument. Hip shot detuner. It's a great feature to have for us 4-string guys. The flexibility of going down to D is always helpful. And pretty much we also have the traditional badass bridge. And what I like about the instrument is the flexibility of tones that you can get out of it. As a working bassist, you always want to have something else to create a whole different approach to what you do. I have my main instruments, which I'm very comfortable and familiar with, but having a different instrument once in a while brings a whole different perspective of what you want to hear, play, and approach. Some of the basic sounds of the instrument, of course, number 1 will be finger playing, which is the bread and butter of any instrumentalist. And as you can hear, notes are even all through the neck. Low end is tight and round. And right now, pretty much I'm using a little bit more of the back pickup than I use of the front pickup when I'm playing fingerstyle. I like that combination because it allows the instrument to sing a little better for my taste. The definition of the notes is better, especially if you're playing a lot of different like the instrument responds quick, clear. You can hear all the notes. Right after that, obviously, by just putting both pickups at the same level now, you get, I will activate a little bit more of the high end. A little bit of the slap sound, which you can hear every note loud and clear. As you hear, bright enough. You don't have to compensate somewhere else with pedals or stuff right now, because I'm just going for the straight tone of the instrument. I personally like, always in my preamps, I will keep my bass volume anywhere between 8 and 10. And by the way, this is a plus preamp. It's not a minus plus, it's only a boost. So by adding to the bass, when I take it off, I'm not cutting anything. It's just a boost of the low end, and the high end still, it's not even half of what I can keep on boosting. So I can, depending on what amplification you're using, if you need a little extra more high end, you can still get it from the instrument. I play a lot of different styles, from Latin to funk, jazz, my studio work. So an instrument for me is important that can go along the side of everything that I need to do for whatever given situation. Having the opportunity of playing with this instrument, finding out the versatility that it has, I can't say anything else that the instrument is really treating every situation the way that I'm asking it for, and that's very important. I think it's very important to hear the instrument in context. That's why I will do most of the playing later on with Paul, so you can hear how the instrument blends in a situation with other instruments, because there's a tendency of just hearing an instrument by itself, and pretty much any instrument will sound decent by itself. The real test comes when you put it in a band or recording, and the instrument has to find its own place. So stick around, and we'll give you some live playing of the bass.